the first slide wherein we are talking about the pandas project. And
No, sir, it's not visible.
ma'am, it will take time to load. Wait for a minute. Otherwise, it is visible to others, I think.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
So pandas project session informatic practices, and this is the agenda basically. Dataset collection, project requirement. See what we expect from you people and what we expect from the student to make a project. And then we have a sample project discussion. Then last we have a Q&A and the feedback form. So this is the agenda of this session. Now these are my suggested project ideas, what we can do in projects basically. So this is the first thing, how to arrange the data. Now arranging a data is one way is student can make a small Google form wherein, or a Microsoft form wherein he can ask his relative or friends to fill that particular things. For example, current situation is people are playing games, so he can ask student to fill the data like name, address, age, and how much time he is devoting. So that kind of game liking, which game he's playing, how many hours he played. So we can analyze the data on the basis of this, which age group is playing which game. Then web platform is there. Web platform means wherein he can get the data from the some of the websites, like I have written here, Kaggle, Data World, and data.gov. Or he can go to the nearest store to collect the real life data set wherein he can get the information, what product they are selling and all that. Now, first thing is in project, so I'm explaining you the menu. When we start the project, we can have 4 menus. First menu one is a reading file. We can read CSV file, we can read Excel file, or we can get a data from the SQL, or we can send the data to the SQL as well. Menu 2, wherein we can have a insert, delete, update, or drop a column. Then we have a menu 3 option, wherein what we can do, we can display the top records, we can display the bottom records, we can display the columns, particular column, and the last portion wherein I have written data based on certain conditions, wherein we can write the 10 statements of different analytics so that he can display. Then we have a data visualization. When we say data visualization, he can make a line chart, bar chart, or a histogram, so that data visualization can be done in the project. So that is what I expect. My suggestion is that the student should do in the project. I hope I am clear on this, that what student can do in the project. Let's start with the projects, what I have done in the project and what is there in the syllabus. So I'll explain that. Now, if I see the syllabus of the project, let's say the first project which I have made for you people is Netflix, which I have already explained in one of the session. Now, when I say Netflix, so I have taken a data from the one of the website. Now, as I said, we need to take a data. Now, what are the sources from where we can get the data? Let's see, first website is Kaggle. Now I can create my account on the Kaggle, and then I can go to the data. And meanwhile, you people can also do some courses on the Kaggle. I have completed so many courses. If you go to this site, I can show you that I have done few courses like Python, Pandas, data visualization. I've done few courses and still I'm doing some courses. So you people can also do some courses on this website. Now I was talking about the data, how to get the data. So this is the data sets available. Solar power generation, 60K stack overflow, push, Lego Minecraft. So I can use any of the data set to analyze. Like say this is the sales of summer clothes in e-commerce. So I can go to this site. If you see, these are the data sets available here, 1.25 MB. So what they expect from this project, basically this is a task given to the someone like whomsoever is want to do some analytics. Studying to the top products require more than just product listing. You also need to know that what sells well and what does not. So this is a data set, what query they want to get from this data set, that is also written. And even if you see, you will get the some of the new notebooks. You will get, if I want to make my own notebook, I can answer these questions, or I can see the previous notebooks as well. If you see, these are the notebooks which are people have made. Let's say summer clothing predictions. So somebody has already done some of the codes. So you can see import NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. And when you are doing some online things on Kaggle, so you need these files as well. And he is doing some artificial intelligence. TensorFlow is there. If you see the same line, data.pd.read CSV, he has read the CSV file and then he has display the data. So these are the columns. He has dropped one of the column, then he's displaying. So inbuilt project is also there. What we need to do, we can make it as a menu driven program for this to show the working of this particular data set. If you see, he has written the function as well. So this is inbuilt project available on the Kaggle, and he is analyzing, the person who has developed this data, he is analyzing the particular thing. Now, this is the one of the site. Another is a data.world. So this is another website which you can use for the data set. Again, I am having an account on this website. So you can go to Data World community. You can write here, I need India-based data. So I can write here India. So all these data are there. Indian Premier League, IPL, batting and bowling data. India Lok Sabha, election voters turnout is there. So what we get is state-wise, and we can summarize. They will also give you the option that what you can do with this data and what is the source of this data. And herein they are giving you Excel file. If you see, they are giving you an XLX file so that you can convert. So we can use CSV file to read in, and we can also use the Excel file to work with. Another website we have is data.gov.in, wherein again you can create your account and you can download. You can write here CSV data. When you say CSV data, so it will give you certain sites. So here is a CSV file, so I can download. If you see my computer, I have downloaded so many CSV for other projects. So if I see I'll show you my folder. This is my folder called dataset, wherein you will see I am having so many CSV files which I want to analyze. This is gross enrollment ratio, India key commodities retail price 1997 to 2015. I can open this. So again, it can be open in CSV file in two ways, either in the notepad or in the text file. So you will see this is the data which I am having in the CSV. So I can write the analytics to this as well, that which state is, which city is having which commodity on which price, which part of the India region. So you can see there is approximately 86,000 records, 84,000. So a student can do rice commodity, which state is having a more price for the rice, which state is having more price for the dal, which price sugar. So this data file already having so much of data, so we can analyze on this data. So the first purpose of this project is to analyze. Now to analyze the data, we need a data set. So the first concept which I want to explain you, that was that how will you get the data? How will you get the data? So that was our first concept, wherein I'm talking about the data set, wherein the data set we'll get the data set from the various website. It can be a Kaggle, it can be a Data World, or it can be a data.gov.in. So that is what the concept is to make the project. Now let's see the one of the project which I am talking about. That is, this is my project. I'll paste the syllabus. I have pasted the syllabus. I don't know where it is. So this is my first project, wherein I have downloaded one of the data set, Netflix data, whatever the Netflix series are going on the Netflix web platform. Now I need 3 of the files. These are my 3 files which I need for basic need for the project work. One is a Pandas, another is a NumPy, another is a Matplotlib. So these are my 3 libraries which I am requiring for the project work. Now another library which I need, which is used for, basically I can use it for the transferring the data from front end to back end and back end to front end. So we can use these 2 libraries as well. But that is not part of the syllabus for this year. Am I clear on this? So let's start with the project. Now, what exactly the syllabus says? So I'll share with you the syllabus. This is the syllabus. I think I'll just show you the syllabus as well. I hope syllabus is clear to everyone, or should I explain? Somebody can help me in this.
So clear, it's almost over for class 12.
Okay.
So please explain once.
Okay. People are not clear with the syllabus as well. Ki what exactly? So this is my informatics latest syllabus. Now, when I say syllabus, so series is not required in the project actually. So we need this much portion. We need to cover up this much portion for the project as well. That's it. And we have a 3 graphs in our syllabus: line, plot, bar graph, and a histogram, and little bit of that customization, that is adding a label, title, legend. These 3 things the student should know. Now, when I say data frame, so data frame can be created by the list dictionary, text CSV. So because I'm using a text and CSV file, so that will be loops. He should know how to iterate over the loop, how to iterate over the data frame, and these are the operations. He should know how to add a new record, how to select the various records, delete, rename, head and tail, and indexing and Boolean indexing. So Boolean indexing basically will be used for the getting a conditional based result set. So that is the most important part, where in the question we are expecting more question on Boolean indexing. So students should be aware of Boolean indexing.
Sir, iterating over data set is not there, no?
Iterating, ma'am, is there in the syllabus.
Yes, sir.
It's written here, iteration. If you see my screen, it is there.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, sir. I just want to ask one thing: that for addition, selection, deletion, and all that, there are many methods. At least 3 methods are there. Are they? I mean, will it be specified in the question paper that which method to use, or they can use any method?
Any method they can use. It will be
Okay,
tough for
sir.
you. It will be tough for the people to check the paper, because even if you have taught student one of the method and student has written any of the method, then still you need to check. So you should be aware
Yes.
of all the methods. Whatever you are teaching in the class, that's sufficient. But when student will write something, you have to check.
Yes, sir. For the teacher, yes, everything should be known, but the child can like concentrate on one method only.
One method, insert method or LOC method, whatever he feels so.
And so for Boolean indexing, the lambda thing has to be done?
No, ma'am. No, not in.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Not in computer science and not in even IP.
Thank you, sir.
Now, as I discussed, manipulation, insert, delete, adding row, data frame, drop column. So this is my project which I have made basically. So if you see my project, I'm starting with the first line wherein I'm asking the project title, because I was making a project which is a standard project which can read any of the data file and can do certain things on this file only. That was my aim for this project. But later on the stages, I have used only one Netflix file, and that I'm doing data visualization on only on the Netflix. So, but my project can read any of the CSV file and can display. So if you see, I have written here project name, enter the project title. So whatever the project title you will enter, it will display as a menu into the project screen. Then I have given a 4 options, as I have discussed with you in the PowerPoint, that the project can have a 4 options, wherein we can have a read CSV or Excel file. Manipulation, we can do manipulation, for example, insert, delete, or drop. Analytics can be displaying the top rows, top columns, top bottom rows, bottom columns. Visualization, import and export from the SQL, that is optional, because this is not the part of the syllabus this year. For menu, I have created a string variable. For every menu, you can create a string variable wherein you can say read CSV, manipulation, and all these things. So I said print main menu. Then I ask user which choice you want to take from this. So user can choose any of the choices. If he says 1, so I am going to the choice 1, wherein we are saying read CSV to create data frame, read Excel file to create and display the data frame, or press enter to go back. So these are the 3 options in my case 1, wherein I am saying read CSV or Excel file. Now what code we have to write? I have written a very simple code wherein I have written here file name, input, enter the file name with the extension called CSV, df read pd.read underscore CSV. Or you people have must already done this kind of thing. So we can write the path here. For example, my path is a e:/. So I can write here. I want every time I am reading a file, I want that must be in my one of the folder called dataset. So I can write like this. So this will read my file from the particular folder. Then I have used Excel file as. So for Excel, you need a .xlrd file, a library for your project, which will be by default installed in your, automatically will be installed in the your Python library. So next is we have ch2, wherein I am giving an option. What do you want to do? You want to do insert, delete, or add another data frame. So if you want to add another data frame, so I have written a code. For insertion, what I have done certain code here that the user can add a user defined value and then it will be displayed. For example, I have written here column equal to df.columns and then print call. So what will this line will do? It will display the name of all the columns, so that when the user is entering some user defined value, that he should know how many value he want to enter. And then I am printing the df head 1. It means I am displaying the first row as well, so that the person who is using this data set, he should know that what kind of value he can enter. Now I have created a dictionary wherein what I have done, I have created the column as a key, and then I have asked user to input some value, and then I'm adding each of the column as a key and value as a for the key as a value. So this will create a particular column value for me, and then I am increasing j equal to j plus 1, so that my column get increased every time. My dictionary will be increased every time. And then I have printed the particular dictionary which I am appending to the particular data frame. So this is my code, df.append and insert, ignore index because I don't want the new, it should create a new index. So I have created a ignore index value, so that the new value will not get a new index, it will get a complete rewritten record index value. So this my first row will be inserted. So meanwhile, if I want to insert 10 rows, I can ask user to go with this way to add every value. Now let's talk about analytics. So I said data frame analysis, need to display top records, bottom record, particular column, print multiple columns, display complete statistics of the data frame. So this I am using the pandas 2 as well for the project. Student can use pandas 2 for the project as it is written in the CBSE syllabus as well. But you can tell your student that they should stick to the new revised syllabus only. But if in case student is very good, you can tell him that or tell her to use the new concept which is in pandas 2 they can use for the project. So and it is having a small functions as only. So we just revising all these things. Now, to apply the aggregate function, to apply the pivoting, so I've used so many things. So as you have already covered everything, so I'm just writing, because when I say head, head displays the top 5 records. So I have asked user to enter the record, number of records to be displayed, and I passed n as a parameter to this head function so that it will display me the top. If the n value of n is 5, it will print the 5 records. If I say 10, it will display me the 10 records. Rather than writing only head that will display only 5 records, I'm asking user to enter the value so that he can enter whatever he wants to display. Now, bottom. So this is a bottom function. Now, when I say bottom function basically displays the last record. So I've written here tail. So when I have written here tail, so it will display me the bottom records. Now, herein I have asked user to display the column names specifically, so that if user wants to display a particular column, so he should know what column he has to write, because if whenever you are displaying any data, the column name must be same as the column name specified in the data frame. It is a case sensitive. Even the case will not match, it will not display. So be careful while writing these data frames wherein we are displaying the data. So co.eval, I'm asking user to enter the data, and eval function I'm using because I'm passing the particular column name in list, so that it will not display. It will not give me the problem, because whenever we are passing any parameter to display records, we can use the, just for a minute. So herein we are displaying the column names as a list. So it will display. Now complete statistics is a very small function called describe, which displays the minimum, maximum, median, everything. So this we can teach to our students, that describe function will give you a basic analytics of your data set. Then we have a information about data frame, that is df.information, that is what all things you have in your data frame, what are the columns, what are the rows. So this is all about. Now displaying the multiple columns or a unique value. So herein I have written here df.unique. So if I want to know some unique values, for example, I was going through the data set wherein number of states was given. So I can ask to get this is not a part of the syllabus. This is an additional thing which I have written here, that to display the unique values. Then group by, as we have in SQL, we have a group by. So I have asked user to enter in the square bracket. Again, I am displaying the data and I am writing a group by. And what I have done, I am giving a group by option to the student. Whatever the column name he will specify, it will count the number of particular, like each row, each department, each stream, how many students are there. So I am displaying all the column names so that he will come to know what columns are there in the table, and he can display and he can do the group by. As we know, group by is used with the aggregate functions only. Again, I have written here the 9th part, wherein again I am displaying something. This is my portion wherein we are talking about various things. I'm talking about, again I have asked what is the number of column which you want to display. So he will enter the records. Then I have made group by statement and displaying all the aggregate functions, max, min, count, sum, and average. For average, we have a mean function. So whatever the column name user will enter, it will automatically group and display this data. Now, next is again a pivoting. Pivoting, I have just extracted the release year for 2010, whatever the Netflix web series produced before 2010, I have just executed. Then we have a data visualization, a very simple code I have written. I have not done much for this. I've just written df.hist and plt.show. So whatever the numeric value, it will show me the data value. And then I have written df.plot kind line. And then I have done a certain thing herein. I have extracted, I'm using a line chart to display the release year and user rating, and done the sum of the group by and showing the plot, that is my color R line star hyphen marker as X. As I have discussed with you in the syllabus, we have written a little bit of data visualization is required, little bit of sajawat जिसे हम कह सकते हैं, that is what adding are some of the other features. So I've used line style, change the color of the line, marker will be as X, by default it is nothing, and the figure size I can use 10 into 10, and that will be by default, it will be available in the your NCERT book as well. And these are the few more graphs which I have done. So let's do the some of the let's run this project and see the options. So project title is class 12. You can see here that project title is given here. Now I need to read CSV. So I'll enter 1. So it's asking me Netflix is the name of my file .csv. So I'll read this file. Oh, it's not available. Oh, shit. So I'll run this again. Project. I'll say 1. I'll say 1. And then I will say Netflix.csv. This is my data set. If you see, this is my data set wherein we have a name of the series, rating, user rating, and I can't see the complete record. So I'll say, yes, I want to continue with this. And I'll say 3 as analytics. So this is my all analytics. I want to display the top record, bottom record. So I'll run this. I'll say 1. And we'll see how many record I want to display. So these are the 4 records. Again, I'll say yes. This is all about your menu driven. Nothing more. It is all about menu driven. I can say 4. Which chart? I'll say 1. So you will see all the numeric values will get the chart automatically. So this is a histogram, and I can save this chart and write, like we can use this concept in the art integration of CBSE project. This is again a art integration wherein student is creating multiple charts. Now let's continue with this project. Let's say we want to do manipulations. So as I said, user can enter the value. I'll say 1. Oh, so this is my data set. I'll say yes. So I was going to do manipulation. I want to insert. So enter the, if you see the code which I have written, it's displaying me all the column names. So these are my column names. And this is the first row so that I'll get to know what type of value I need to insert. So I enter the title value. So the first it's asking me title value means this is a column name. So I can write here, let's say any web series, Ashram. I'll write here, Ashram is a series. Rating is 2. I think some code is not working properly. I think some code is not working. If you see, it is inserted, new row is inserted. If I go to back to, so it's some of the lines is displaying twice. Otherwise, the code is working fine. So if I go back, I'll display all the records. I'll say 3, I'll say 2, I'll say bottom 2 records. So you can see here the new value is being entered. Ashram 1000, the value is being inserted. This is the index value, and that was Ashram was the name of the title, so that is entered. So this